Thank you for the like. Thank you for the like. How are you doing today? How are you doing this great Monday? Yeah, today guys is on Monday. How are you doing? How are you doing this Monday? Thank you for the like. How are you doing this Monday? Let me know how you are doing on this great Monday. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the like. Let me now join officially so that I can say hi. Karen, jana ulipotelea wapi? I was here Karen, but unfortunately my laptop haikuwa, I don't know, it was not so stable. So I came and then all of a sudden boom, nikaenda. How are you doing today, Karen? How are the babies? How are they faring on? Thanks for the Monday love. Happy Monday. Oh, see now. Why is this thing heading to fall? Why is it heading to fall? Nikaoneka. Ino uraganyura mitumire tigu.
Ni harero nira imama.
Ngato gwikari kaundu raithi muno. Tukumicenjia tumikire plate-ini ino tunini uhoro ucio. Icio one ciina kiria ciina ina. Nona tungimithima yagiriirwo itwire msema kweli. Na positive ni hiyo. Nake tukia kanini. Undu uga ni iraruta.
Wina maya hatoge testi. Ona kana gukika ate.
Nkena mbere iri. Tumikire gafimu-inĩ gaka tuone. Mostly ikoragwo ciganaine. Ndirĩ difference. Maĩ me gũkũ no mwaka tu test tuone.
Kĩondoka nginya rambirika tukiona gĩthia kĩrĩa
Tuone. Tuone harĩa ĩrarehera kĩrĩa ngahĩha. Ndĩgakwanjĩrĩrie Mande na wana. Namenya no tucenjie ĩno korwo nĩ element, no reke twambe tu confirm kambe gwĩciria ũhoro wa element. Tũkuonia hau mbirika-inĩ.
Mbirika thĩinĩ?
Tũragwo mbirika thĩinĩ. Kambe twethe maĩ gũkũ.
Ni sawa hii? Basi ni kakuma kahiri.
Ona nĩ agĩikarĩra wega.
Gĩkĩ nĩ kĩrĩa kĩreka gĩkainama.
Akona nyirokĩte nakĩo ũhoro ũcio ndũngĩraninĩte tene.
No merudire cirege ũndũ ta ũcio nene nĩkĩo itareciria gwĩciria ũguo.
Sawa thayũ.
Mwene nĩ agũgĩtangĩrĩra ngĩmwethere. Nĩngũhiũhahiũhagia nayo maĩ.
Understand na mĩeri ene no gũcokanĩria no mwaga ũkorwo na reservation kidogo.
Nĩkĩo rĩu ndĩrageragia gwetha kaũndũ ĩngĩ
Option B. I get it. Hivi no ndute plug yako.
Ugarute.
Mirute. No ndĩrĩmũteithia kĩbo entirely kĩbo ĩno rĩ nĩ nguo. Tũgĩtithia ũkĩgũra nginya plug na ndĩragũteithia rĩ. Rĩu kĩrĩa ũgwĩka ĩno nĩyo ũkũmwethera kĩbo.
Kana ndari na mũndũ maingĩ ndamũikia kĩrĩa ngũmũikia rĩ. Ũnini ũhoro anjĩra ndahiũhagia nayo na nĩkĩahete. Tondũ akĩenda o kĩndũ kĩnini ũguo ngũgĩka rĩu ndirĩ na ndawa ici. Mama ĩyo ndirabatara tacokania yakanoka ndaingĩ hĩndĩ ĩngĩ.
Ũguo ndirakĩte.
Icio nĩ cihũthĩkaga wee no ũmĩhũthĩre kũndũ kũngĩ?
Niĩ wenda ĩngĩhũthĩka rĩu. Ĩgũkwĩra nĩ hĩu ũguo.
Gũtirĩ ũndũ ũngĩmĩhũthĩra?
Rĩu nĩwona nginya ĩno. Ĩno yuma extension-inĩ ya mũndũ. No nĩyo ĩkũhĩte rĩu yothe nĩ waste. No understand?
Rĩu nĩ hĩndĩ ndanyita ũrĩa ũramenya.
Waste nĩguo ikoragwo. Rĩu ĩyo waya ĩcotete ĩmwe. Yote inakuwa ni waste. Akaiga imwe ntuthukaga ai
Ndĩrenda kuoya gakoro kĩrĩa ka emergency.
kanjĩra kanyamũ karĩa warutĩte ta gacokanie haha no twĩkaga no ndingĩatinda ngĩra wa macanga sijui ndwaga ndũrĩ rĩu aranjũria nyamũ ĩno ndamwĩra mwĩre ũkĩre haha ũrĩmwe
Nĩrenda njĩra.
no ndagĩtinda ngĩmwerethera na ndaramĩtũmĩra rĩ
Mwene nĩwe ũramĩtũmĩra. Koho nĩ wakĩmũnengera ona ndũtingĩateithania bado. Ingĩkaroka rĩngĩ.
Nĩkĩo ndamwĩra ĩke atĩ ndamwĩra tũnine rũgano rũu ũkĩre haha tũmenye what is what. You are good to go.
Thank you very much.
Rĩu nĩ ũramũhete igana?
Ndamũheire.
Thank you, nĩ sawa.
Haya.
Okay. Karen, how is everyone? Everyone, Karen is doing fine. I had a customer, so everyone is fine. Everyone is fine. Karen, how is your channel? How is your channel going on? How is your channel going on? Finally, now I feel a little bit better. I feel a little bit better. I feel a little bit better now. There we go. Now we can concentrate here. What do I really want to do? Huwa unapuguza nywele inakaa hivyo tu. This one Karen, and the way inakaa big. Karen, you are making my day. And the way inakaa big. Ama iko smart ikiwa inakaa dogo Karen. Yeah, but there are sometimes when I really don't love to, go into kinyozi each and every day. I hate that. I think it's a habit that I carried from high school. From high school, I carried that habit out of high school. Then from out of high school, I came, there I am, Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining. How are you doing today, guys? We are here with Karen. Thank you guys with a lot of love. Wow, Karen is in spirituality. What about you guys? What about you guys? Karen, which aspect of spirituality do you embrace the most? There we go for the poll. Thank you guys. How are you doing this great Monday? How are you doing, guys, this great Monday? Let me know. You know, there are those that are too much into religion, you know, being too much into the religion. And the others who always say that life is spiritual, you know. Which one, guys, do you embrace the most? Is it religion or spirituality? I'm also for spirituality for several reasons. Karen, I'm also for spirituality for several reasons, you know. Karen, nimefanya now I can read it through the computer, but through the phone I can't. Nimefanya live ya long hours, too bad there was no one. Wow, whoa. How many hours? How many hours, Karen? How many hours did you do? There was no one to come? Where did people go? Or they are saying today it's on Monday. They are saying today it's on Monday. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining. Let me know where you are joining from, guys, with a lot of love. How are you doing, guys, today? Today it's on Monday. Thank you guys also for voting, you know. 7 hours. Wow, you must be strong. You must be strong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 hours. Wow. It's like doing an hour per day for 7 days. That is too long. But you see now, if guys are able to support you, maybe by watching such type of a live, then I would say that the possibility or the probability of increasing your watch hours, you know, it will be very, very high. Tomorrow you also want to do another one for 7 hours. And you must be very energetic. Yeah? That's a lot of energy, you know. But if you have time, do them. And guys, we are here with my with another YouTuber by the name Karen Jepkilui. Guys, you can also check out on her YouTube channel. You can also support her, you know. She is doing an amazing work. Yeah, she is doing an amazing work. And guys, you can support her live. You know, she always go live, and she has done so many videos. So guys, if you are able to support her, maybe by watching her live, maybe all the recorded lives, you'll be of great help, so that maybe we can enhance on our watch hours, you know. Yes. So Karen, tomorrow you are saying tomorrow you really want to try another 8 hours. Then you must be very, very strong. You must also be very, very strong. 8 hours. You want to do good 8 hours. Wow. Yeah, I understand now you have time. and then maybe you have, but I hope you use maybe you are using the Wi-Fi. Yeah, I agree. When you have time, do some of these things, because when time will be maybe inadequate, let me not say inadequate, but let me maybe when you'll not have time, because time, if it's 24 hours, it will always be 24 hours. Yeah, I agree. Lazima wakusubue kidogo, lazima wasubue kidogo. But now when they go to school, then that will be another story. That will be another story. Oh, Wi-Fi. If you have Wi-Fi, then you are good to go. You are good to go. Wi-Fi. Yeah, bundles are very, very expensive. Even us, we rarely use bundles. Like me, I rarely use them. I maybe use them maybe that time, maybe that I am going maybe to when I'm in the up country, and that's another thing that I'm considering to installing Wi-Fi, maybe even in the up country, but I'm not sure if guys maybe from that side really have Wi-Fi. I'm not sure, but if I can get maybe one guy who does that, oh, I'll be good to go. Because bundles are very, very expensive. Bundles are very, very. I am not sure, Karen, if those guys washafika huko. That's now the thing. Ningekuwa nishaweka, but now the problem is even when I'm going to like install it, there is no one to use. That's another downside of it, because there's only the mom who is there, and my mom cannot use these things. That's the fact. You see, now it's not going to give me value for money. Yeah, I'm going to check with them if those guys have really installed that thing, and then maybe in the future, when maybe I really, because one time I really want to relocate, No, she is Soro. Oh, this cable, I think it is spoiled. She is Soro, Karen. She is very Soro. She lives all by herself. Everyone else is in the city. Now that's the downside of it. Hakuna hata mmoja, Karen, imagine. No one is there. She is all alone. And I have been telling her to come to the city, but she says no, she really wants to live there. So now you see now where the problem is. Now even I'm going to an extent of feeling that I should be the one that I should relocate and go and live with her, She really doesn't like about maybe employing someone or such. See, now that's the problem. Until now I keep on still deliberating, when should I move and go back maybe there and we live with her. That's now the thing. That has been now my thing, That's all I have been thinking about. because you see, going almost each and every weekend, the process is very, very tiring, you know. The process is very, very tiring. If we could be having some, if we could be having maybe some grad kids or those grad children maybe that are staying there, then to me I would really feel very, very okay, you know. But all the kids are in the city. All the kids are in the city. Now that's the problem. Yeah, sure, Karen. Sure, Karen. I'm really thinking about that. But now the problem is I'm doing a lot of things. Karen, did you see my new bang? Did you see my new song? Did you see my new song? Did you like it? Did you like it? See, now I'm doing a lot of things until now. The problem now, she really loves that. She really loves that. Because like here in the city she has a house. Yeah, you see, here in the city she has a house, and I have been telling her, you know, you should come and we live, and she just tell me, why should I come back and there is nothing that I'm doing in the city? See now where the problem is, eh? Okay, I have used my native language. I don't know if you are going to understand, but just check it out, and you just tell me how you feel about it, you know. See, I told you I'm going to do it in my local language. I'm going to do it. Let me just copy the link here so that you can watch it. There we go. Where is it? Open in new tab. Now that's the problem. I have been telling her, you know, you should come, we live within the city, and she doesn't like that. She doesn't like that. There we go. Switch account. There I have. Let me see if it's going to copy. I don't know if it's going to allow copy paste. Karen, don't mind, I have done it in my local language. Don't mind, I have done it in my local language. Wow, that views, that's so nice. Copy. There we go. There we go. The link is there. It's a local language, so don't mind because I have done it in a local way. Okay, let me copy the title here. I have done it in my native language, my local native language. It's not Swahili, it's not the local native language, but it's a good one, eh? The song really tackles on the social issues. I love more about talking about the social issues. Yeah, so you can support guys by watching that video. It's a nice one. It's a nice one. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So guys, between spirituality and religion, which one do you prefer? That's the topic that we are having today. Between the two, which one do you prefer? And I believe there is need for us to understand, the difference between religion and spirituality, so that, when we are really talking about religion, maybe someone will not be confused, yeah, of what we are really talking about, so that maybe you can know on which side you are, when maybe you are talking about the aspect of religion, or maybe the aspects of maybe spirituality. So when we talk about religion, guys, this is where we are talking of organized community-based form of come together, and this is where maybe you are specifically practicing rituals and traditions, so like you're having the same rituals, and in the context of having the same rituals, that's where now we come up with the basis of saying this is my religion, But now when we talk about, on the other hand, when we talk about the issue of spirituality, Karen, you got talent. Thank you, with a lot of love. Karen, am I in the right direction? The good thing with Karen, she always tells you where you are, She always tells you where you are. She can tell you that was off, that was good, you have, Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Karen, if you liked it. Thank you, Karen, if you liked it. Wow, that's so good, eh? That's so amazing, Karen. That's so amazing. That's so amazing. So on the other hand, the aspect of spirituality, this is a less kind of structured, a less kind of structured and more individualized, and you are really focusing on your personal experience. It's not all about a specific practice. Karen, you are saying Kube umeficha talent. I'm great, Karen, if you loved it. I'm great if you loved it. Wow, I'm great, Karen, if you loved it. For so long, Karen, I have been postponing. I have written, see, I showed you my book. I have written a lot of songs. And this guy has always been telling me, the guy who did produce that song, he has always been telling me, you know what? You really need to come so that maybe you do on your first song. Then from there, now we can see how we are going to work on others. Yeah, that's very true. So he has always been telling me, you gave me the song, I worked on the beat, but now I'm really telling you to come, but on the other hand, you are not really coming. So I really want to, as we work on something together, so that at least you have a kind of an experience, kind of studio experience. And so I took a shot, Yeah. That's what really now I want to do, because he really told me now just come. And when I went to the studio, Karen, I really had a very, very good experience. He is a guy, he is called Jimmy, and he has a studio somewhere. So he really told me, you know what, just come. And once now you come, we are going to, you are going to have your own experience. And once now you have your own experience, maybe now it's going to decide if you'll be coming back or you are going to go away forever. So for me, I took the step, the first step of faith. I really took it, and I really went, and he, I'm a toddler in the industry, Karen. I'm a toddler, that kind of a kid, maybe who is trying to crawl and something of such. So he took me through the process. He showed me how he makes the beat. After making the beat, he also showed me how now we really went into the real. Yeah, I will do. I'll do before the end of the year, because I'm telling you that I really got the experience to be very, very nice. I have never been to one, but the way he took me stepwise, until now we came and we completed the first song. I really felt that I can do it. That was the thing, Karen. I really felt that I can do it, and that really propelled me to releasing that song. In fact, I released it yesterday at around this time. Yeah, I released it. I released it yesterday at around this time. I will, Karen. I'll be consistent. I can promise you, because I have so many songs. Like now, he is also working on another 3 songs. One, he is doing the beat. Another one, he has already done the beat. I'm supposed to go back and do the recording. I really want to do them, because I have realized it's something that I can be doing part-time. And he is a guy who works on steps. He tells you, now send me the vocals. He does the vocals. Now come, you record from there. Let me do some editing here and there. And that is it. Okay. Nitaiweka kwa nini. I'll put on Instagram, and then I'm going to share with you. Yeah, you are an Instagram ready. Yeah, I saw you there. But I'm glad, because you have loved it. If you liked it, wow, then I'll be consistent. Even I told someone that I had done a song, and he went there and he checked it out, and he told me, man, you have tried. If this is your first song and you have really done it this way, you can go far in music. And then from there I just said, wow, if positive, if you can get something positive, even if it's one comment, you keep on going. That's the thing, you keep on going. So working with someone maybe who really understands maybe where you are coming from, someone who really understands maybe that you need some steps A, B, C, D. I think it has been one of the key experiences that I have really derived from that guy. And then the other thing that I really loved about him, he really loved his job. Yeah, he really loves his job. He did the song with a lot of passion. That was the thing. He really did that song with a lot of passion. Where are you coming from, Karen? That's what she is asking. Like the origin or something of such, Karen. What is it? Where are you coming from? But most of the songs that I have written, I have deemed them around the issue of good governance, some of the key issues people are facing, yeah. Those are my pertinent issues that I really love talking about. that I really love talking about. Keirora. We, kanyamu nĩ gokire nĩ wakona? No aigua. Kanyamu nĩ gokire rĩu rũciũ rĩ. Ũgoka. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Karen, singing is a very good thing. You know, and then I really love the aspect of the way me I always do it. When something just hits on my mind, maybe there is a certain issue that people are really facing, I really now tend to think more about maybe the solution about that thing, the thing that those people are facing, and maybe in the process I just feel like maybe I can be able to to what is it called, to match some words, and then at the end of the day I just make a chorus, and then I just feel, wow, I think this one can produce a song. That's how now my process of writing really starts. And once now I do that, now I come and think about verse 1, I'm going to talk about this, verse 2, I'm going to touch on this, verse 3, I'm going to touch on this, and maybe the last verse I'm going maybe to give the solution, the entire solution. How can we be able to do it better? That's where I am. Karen. That at the point where I am. Back to our story, guys. Now when we talk about the aspect of spirituality, as I said before, spirituality is more of an individualized thing. Spirituality is more something that is less structured and an individualized form of belief. And in the process now you have what we may call your personal experience. That's the good thing with the notion of spirituality. So when you really focus on spirituality, it's very different from religion, in such a way that when you are maybe in a certain religion, like we have the Protestants, we have the Catholics, we have the Muslims, all those come under umbrella of religion. That's where maybe you really want to do maybe specific practices based on your religion. But when now you come to the aspect of spirituality, this is where you really want to do it just by, to have your own personal experience. And another difference is that when we talk about religion, religion is always linked with an issue of having some scriptures. For us, the Christians, we really love reading the Bible, and we are guided by the scriptures, and we are having what we may call the Christianity doctrine, the Christianity doctrine. And we have some rules that guide us on how, because we are in the religion, we are inside the religion, we have some rules on how we should maybe conduct ourselves. Like we have the 10 Commandments, for those guys maybe that are Muslims, they also have their Sharia law. They call it the Sharia law, and it's the same notion. It's the same notion. They are having their own experience. They are having on maybe their own rules and regulations, which is very, very almost similar to those of maybe what we may call religion. Another thing that for someone to understand on which side they are, is it spirituality or is it maybe religion? When they are in the religion, religion allows for more individual. For religion, as we have said, it's all about being guided by the scriptures. It's all about being guided by the rules, and it's all about having some doctrines. We have the religion like the Bible-based doctrines. Maybe we also have what we may call the Quran-based doctrine. What you should follow as per the Quran. But now, when we talk about spirituality, this is where you really want to have that form of autonomy. You really want to think about yourself, maybe how you are going to handle the principles that you are going to maybe to be applying when interacting with others, rather than maybe taken maybe a certain standard that has been maybe established by the religion for you maybe to act, in the context or in the course of interacting with others. So for spirituality, we really have what we may call fewer rigid rules or regulations. We have fewer rigid regulations. Very, very important to understand that. So the aspect of autonomy, just thinking by yourself, just making decision based maybe on your experience or something of such, is well projected when we really talk about the issue of the issue of spirituality. Then when we come to the path of truth, there is also what we may call the path of truth. And as per religion, the truth is always established, from the written texts and interpretation, and this is where we use what we may call the religious authorities. I know you guys, you have your pastors, you have your sheikh, you have your, all those, you have your bishops, all those religious authorities, and they really interpret for us the Bible, or maybe the religion that we are in, and at the end of the day, that's where now we can say maybe for those people that are really into the religion, their truth is found on how maybe their book they read, be it the Bible, be it the Quran, all those books, how it is being interpreted. That's now the basis. That's how now that's the form of truth that most people carry about how they live, how they act, how they interact. Their real truth is really based on how well those books are being interpreted. But now when we talk a guy or someone who is spiritual, at the end of the day, This is where an individual just feels that the truth is all about maybe your personal intuition. When we talk about personal intuition, this is where maybe you have a general feel about a certain issue. There are those guys that feel maybe killing it's something that is illegal. Killing is something that is out of this scope. So that form of intuition, really forms the basis for your truth. You get. And then we have what we may call the self-reflection. And self-reflection really comes when we have a lot of experience, because each and every day we are facing some issues, and in the process of facing these issues, self-reflection always comes in. And once now self-reflection comes in, you are now being able to say that maybe through an experience, maybe it might be personal experience or experience from someone else, or maybe even something that really happened in the society, through that self-reflection, that one can also form your basis of truth. And we also have what we call the subjective experience. This is where maybe you strongly believe, not because the Bible told you to do so or to believe so, maybe not because a certain bishop told you to do such or to believe so, but from the way maybe you have grown or something of such, the way you have interacted with others, you have that subjective experience that maybe doing a certain thing is wrong, that doing a certain thing is right. And at the end of the day, even when you are making decisions based on that subjective experience, it really gives you what we may call the moral compass. It really guides you on how now to do that thing, on how, or maybe to say that this one is right and this one is wrong. That's an aspect of spirituality that you should also be able to embrace. And now when we come to the issue of religion, religion has always been emphasizing on sense of belongingness, because people always believe that they share similar values, and the value is all about, about the religion dogma, as we say, that is being taught. So you always find that those guys that are more into the religion, they always have their sense of belonging, because they believe they share something similar with those that with those that are maybe in that religion. For example, there is this form of universality or universal thing, where you'd always find that maybe for Christians, maybe specifically maybe for those guys that maybe go for Catholic church, there is a way they read their books. There is a month that you might hear that this month maybe it is a month of the cross, something of such. Also for the Protestants, you always find that maybe they have a structured way of how maybe they do their things. If it's like a church, maybe like the AIPCA or the PCA church, they have a structured way, of sharing their values, because they do things and they do it, globally in the same way. So in the process, they really have, or they really share what we may call the common values. And once now maybe you are seeing that maybe you are not conforming maybe to those values that maybe they have been preset by the church, then the entire thing now becomes problematic. But now when for those people that always say that life is spiritual, they have a different view. They always view that life is mainly based on their, they always view that life is all about their internal journey, the journey that they have experienced in life, and they can now be able to amplify, what they have really experienced in life in a broader form of social environment, you know. And in the process, this is very, very critical, because at the end of the day, they take things to be very, very, very different. See? So as we all understand now, when we really say about life maybe being spiritual, or life maybe being religious, it's all about understanding now the key differences, you know. Now you might understand, or you might now conclude that to me maybe life is spiritual, because maybe I share maybe more of personal values rather than maybe the community kind of based values. Maybe you might say that maybe my own compass, or what really guides on my values, or what guides on my moral, is maybe about the issues, the experiences that maybe I have acquired over time. But the moral compass, maybe for those, the moral compass for those that are into the religion, is all about the XP, is all about, you know, using maybe the book, you know, the text, you know, the book text. If it's for Christians, they use the Bible. We use the Bible to ensure that it gives us moral compass, you know. If it's for maybe for Muslims, there we go, the Quran, you know. And it has all these rules on how to follow them, and maybe the repercussions, or maybe the consequences of not following those values. So it's always very, very important to have that form of distinction, to understanding if one can say that maybe my life is spiritual, or my life is more of religion. So religious life is there, and spirituality life is also there, you know. So it's all about one to understand, yeah, it's all about one to understand where maybe they lie when it comes to the issue of either saying I'm religious, or maybe I'm being spiritual. So that's very, very important, very, very important. And it's something that should always, you know, it's something that should always be distincted, so that someone can really appreciate and can really understand on that aspect. Now when we come to when now we check on the aspect of spirituality, this is where the first aspect of spirituality can be taken, you know, can be derived, or can be taken from the aspect of having meaning and purpose, you know. This is where we are constantly seeking. This is where maybe an individual is constantly seeking to express the meaning of life. You know, you really want to express the meaning of life, and you are doing it because you have your own value system. You know, you have your own values, and you have your own beliefs. So at the end of the day, you really want to understand the meaning and purpose of life. The other aspect, or the other dimension, where as an individual you really want to experience, you know, to have that deeper connection, you know, to oneself, or to one inner self. You really want to explore your inner, you know, your inner being, you know, rather than, you know, rather than maybe projecting the way, or your way of life from the community, you know, from the community view, you know. Once now you are able to explore, and you are able to understand your inner being, then from there now you can really now start analyzing issues, you know, the issues that are really happening on a broader community, and the environment that is within your surrounding. The other issue is all about those guys that are spiritual. This is where you really want to have that long growth. You really want to have life, or maybe to progress your spiritual wellness or your spiritual being. That one is also very, very important, because for those that are more religious, for those that are more religious, for them it's all about now, interconnecting with others, with their religion, being into detail about the books, how they say, and the stuff like that. But for this guy who is maybe more spiritual, they all really want to have their lifelong growth, self-discovery, as well as having what we may call understanding the aspect of self or spiritual progress. Then there is the essence of value and compassion. This is for those people that are spiritual. If you are spiritual, then you are more compassionate. You are more compassionate. You can feel the needs of others at the personal level. There are also some values that you really treasure, and they form your core spiritual, being, and aspects such as love, being more spiritual. So that one is also very, very important. And we have also what we may call traditions. Traditions. This is where you really want to connect with something larger, or something bigger, like what we may call power, or maybe the power of the nature, or maybe the universal truth. For those people that are really spiritual, connecting with spiritual power is one of the it's one of the things that they really value. Their nature, connecting with nature is also very, very instrumental to them. Be having the essence of really understanding what we may call the universal truth, because there are so many things that universally are there, but at the end of the day, people do not really, really understand them. So, but how can someone, at the end of the day, maybe be able to understand, or maybe to interact with the essence of spirituality? One, this is where you do what we may call the spiritual engagement. This is where you might, for you to be spiritual, and for you to claim that maybe you are more spiritual than more religious, there is need for you maybe to be doing personal prayers. They are very, very important. This is where we also want to really do some meditation. You can also do the journaling of your life. You can also do a lot of reflection, on your inner being, and you are also very, very divine. When we talk about divine, this is where you are really want to ensure that you are really, you are really engaging your mind, your soul, and your heart to really understand, the essence of a higher being. You really want to explore that higher being. The other issue is all about nature and art. Nature and art can also make you to be also be spiritual, in the context that there are those people really love understanding the nature. They really understand loving to understand the nature, how the nature prevails, how the nature exists. you know uh, the kind of interpreting various forms of art is also very, very spiritual. There are also even those guys who really do a lot of art, and when you really interpret that art, when you really interpret that art out of spirituality. The other one is all about community and relationship. uh, this is where you really say that maybe you are sharing same values, of really appreciating that you guys maybe you share, you can share what you may call your experiences and something of such. it really makes a lot of sense when you really want to become spiritual. Yeah, the last thing is all about the life event, because we really have a lot of events that really happens or that really transcends in our lives. And through those events we can really understand our spirituality, through the time of stress. Maybe when you are going through a lot of issues, you can a true time when now you can be able to understand and appreciate your essence, spirituality. So spirituality is very important, and religious, also being religious is also very important. And I think for me, I think I'm there. Sometimes I'm religious because I follow a certain doctrine. On the other hand, I really love being, meditative and something of such, journaling, making some art and something of such, to really interpret some of the key issues and how to handle them, rather than just waiting maybe for your religious leader or something of such for them to come and really interpret on how issues should be resolved, which is a very important aspect in the communities or in the life that we are living today. So guys, that's what I really had for today. I really want to say thank you. I really want to appreciate everyone. I really want to appreciate everyone, because at the end of the day, we really need to understand. We really want to understand on how we should be able to say that. We really want to understand, and we are religious or maybe they are spiritual. So it's all about you to understand where you are, and that is a very we had our topic today between religion and spirituality. Which one do you embrace the most? Which one do you embrace the most? That was our question. And from the views or from the comment that I have really seen, I think people have really embraced on spirituality. People have really embraced on spirituality. And we really also had our quiz. Which aspect of spirituality do you embrace the most? Is it seeking connection? Is it for personal growth and well-being? Is it being mindful? Is it others? And seeking connection got 0%, personal growth and well-being 100%, mindfulness got 0%, and others also got 0%. That's very important thing. As always guys, I really want to say thank you. As always, may you have great time. Let's meet tomorrow, same place, same time, God willing. And at the end of the day, may you have a great night. Thank you.